This film begins to show such a community, where residents were polluting their own environment. As a result, many species were uprooted. These species would become extinct as a result. Now some aristocratic people of this society are seen in the auction. This auction was held on an island that was bought for $20 million by a man named Liu. In this happiness, Liu invites the merchants to her house for a party, where the businessman appears as a superhero and dons a jetpack. Liu greets everyone in his house. After a while it will become clear to him that they are not their supporters. Those people call Liu the island where he made the deal. That island has many dolphins, so it's useless. They also reveal that they acted as such to harm Liu as planned, because no construction is possible on that island due to the existence of dolphins. When they say that, they start laughing because they thought that they tricked Liu when he told them that he took permission to remove dolphins from this site using new technology. All the businessmen, hearing this, are worried because their plan to harm Liu has been foiled. And the same businessman who got here is a superhero. He leaves the place after insulting Liu. As he begins to return, his rocket belt stops working, and he began to fly hither and thither like a gnat. All the people who made fun of Liu in this party were now disappointed. Being carefree towards people, Liu starts to enjoy his party. Then the businesswoman asks Liu to choose her as a partner in her venture. She accepts his request. They are celebrating their new business partnership. That their celebration will be interrupted by a girl in strange makeup. It was her words that she wanted to meet Liu, but his guards take her away. But Liu comes to him when the girl makes a noise, and she gives Liu her contact number and says, "Get in touch if you ever want to meet her." This was a very confusing situation and he asks her to go after taking her contact number. The girl is then seen riding her skateboard to his house. Later, it is known that the girl's name is Shan, who arrived at Liu Island, boarded the ship, where Shan was known to be a mermaid. And the ship through which Shan got here, many mermaids were trapped in it, because Liu created some machines that kept the dolphins away from his island, which used to emit ultrasonic waves. The dolphins left the place because of these ultrasonic waves. Many mermaids met their end while the surviving mermaids were trapped in this ship to save themselves. The mermaid leader Octopus plans to kill Liu, because the work of his project will be stopped after his death. This way the sonars will be removed from the water, and they will get their homes back. They choose the most beautiful mermaid of their group, Shan, to fulfill their mission, who can kill Liu after imprisoning him. The scene shifts to Liu, who was with his new business partner. The girl tried to show Liu and say that she belongs to an average family, while the girl belongs to the royal family, so they have no analogs. When Liu heard this, he became enraged and contacts Shan with a message, "You will be picked up from here in 2 hours." The mermaids get ready with their weapons when they hear this news. Shan goes outside and gets ready, and they learn that when they open the door, there are Liu's guards who came to pick her up, not Liu. They carry Shan to Liu's office where they tell her their boss will meet her soon. She then pours a drop of poison into a glass of lemon water near her. But he is in shock. He raises his head, because there was a security guard who said Shan for a security alert, so that she could take lemon juice from one of the glasses. But the problem was that Shan forgot which glass she poisoned. Now in fear, she takes a glass of lemon water and drinks it. Suddenly her expression begins to change, but this is revealed after a few seconds, that he has a piece of lemon in his mouth. This made her expression change, but there was poison in the jar the guard was holding. There, the security guard loses consciousness. Shan gets up in frustration, and he saves the guard and pours an alcoholic drink into his mouth. Meanwhile, Shan notices Liu and starts following him, so he can focus on his victim. Now she was going to attack Liu with a sea archer. On the contrary, the clock is hit on her head despite hitting Liu, which was thrown to the distance by Liu in anger. In this way she is tripped up. After that, Shan tries to kill Liu with the sea archer a second time. But she didn't notice that there was a front glass wall, so the sea archer is hit in her head. But Shan does not accept her defeat. He attacks the Liu once more with the marine archer behind the door. At this point, a marine archer is attached to her face to open the door. Now even her own body was becoming poisonous because of that sea archer. However, she wanted to fulfill her mission at any cost, so he attacks Liu and hides under the table. Liu starts dancing here. As a result, Shan's every attack misses. On the contrary, Liu's foot comes to Shan's hand, and she starts to feel the pain. As Shan is about to stab Liu's leg to free her hand, Liu immediately raises his leg. In this way her own hand is injured. Shan had enough, and she also felt too angry. He then attacks Liu using his flight powers. Liu's golf club hits her in the face and she loses consciousness. Liu was very afraid. He saw the unconscious girl behind him. But Liu became enraged within a moment, so she pays a lot of money to Shan to leave him. But Shan says, Liu, I don't feel the need for your money at all. Hearing this, Liu is confused and tells her that, who you are, I've never met you, so why are you after me? He is almost out of here and leaving Shan. Suddenly he turns back, and he starts treating Shan like his girlfriend. When this business partner comes for Liu, it turns out that he is faking it to make the girl jealous. And Liu moves out and takes Shan. Now both are seen in a car, where Shan feels an appetite and leads Liu to a street restaurant. At first, Liu gets angry and did not want to have food at this place, but he also felt a great appetite, so they both began to eat at this place. Liu unexpectedly becomes sentimental after eating, and when asked Shan, he says, in his childhood they were very poor, and that's the kind of food they ate after stealing. He says, Shan, I promised myself that day to be the richest man in this town. Shan here says, you were at fault in this matter because money is not everything. He speaks some emotional sentences. As a result, Liu is so excited. Now he is signing a $1 million check to Shan. But Shan burns this check and she tells him she doesn't need this check, because money is nothing to her. He says, I am with you for this purpose, because I have a crush on you. Shan starts singing to Liu with that. Liu and Shan notice that the singing choices are the same, so Liu also starts singing with her. Shan suddenly starts singing a song in a mermaid voice. This makes all the glass things cracked, and Liu's fake mustache is also taken off. After that, Liu and Shan have a lot of fun. Now Liu comes to drop Shan at her house, where Shan's family was ready to kill Liu. Now Shan also started to like Liu, so she didn't want the sailors to hurt Liu. Shan really wanted to save Liu, so she took off her clothes, so Liu can witness that she is a mermaid. But because of the darkness, nothing was visible to Liu. He says, when we move into the house, we can see what you want to show. Shan smiles here and locks the door and moves into the house, because she knew that Liu would become a target if she entered the house. At Shan's house, the octopus went berserk as their prey slipped from their grasp. When Shan receives a call from Liu who says he wants to meet her again. Then everyone gets so excited again and starts announcing Liu's death. The next day, Shan takes Liu to a restaurant, whereas the octopus is a cook, because now he did not want to miss his goal. And he approached here after planning because he will kill Liu here. Many bodyguards come here before he tried to kill Liu, and their plan is thwarted here. Now the octopus had no other way but to show that his tentacles were fake. So the rest of the chefs start cutting his other tentacles. And he also lights his tentacles on fire to prove his lie is truth. He felt great pain because of this, so he made the strangest expressions. Liu thought it was part of his acting. As things spiral out of control with the octopus, he runs away and releases a black liquid from his mouth. Shan tells everyone to handle the situation. It's part of his acting. Liu proposes to Shan and says it is a unique event, which is happening in his life in the best way. But Shan is unable to accept it, and she says Liu and calls him a fool. She came to kill him for no other purpose. Meanwhile, Liu's business partner arrives here. Because of this, Shan and Liu leave this place. In the next scene, Shan's house is shown again, where Octopus was in full rage and also began to suspect Shan. As Shan, he may have come to like Liu. During their discussion, there is a knock on the door. When Shan furiously opens the door, he runs into Liu at the front, and Liu is shocked to notice her fishtail fin for a moment, and she passes out as she glances at the other mermaids in the room. When Liu regains consciousness, he sees the mermaids, which were injured due to his sonar, and the octopus was going to kill him. But Liu asks him while crying, give me a chance, so I can turn off the sonars. He says I had no idea these sonars could be so harmful. But the octopus had no intention of leaving him, so he began suffocating him with his tentacles. But Shan cuts the tentacle of his octopus leader to save his friend's life. This gives Liu a chance to escape from here. After escaping from here, Liu goes to the police station, but no one believes his story, and they make fun of him. Liu leaves disappointed and returns to his office, and he tells the doctors that he himself wants to examine the sonar. After turning on the sonar, he begins to feel great pain. The doctors told him it was only 10% of the sonar, and he knew that sonar was very harmful, and so he decides to take the sonars out of the water. Liu's business partner asks him, why did your plan suddenly change? At the same time, he tells her the whole story of mermaids, but the girl is not surprised to hear this, since her company has already worked on mermaids, and they have been investigating mermaids for many years. The girl says Liu, their company will have full advantage if they discover living mermaids. But Liu had no intention of harming the mermaids, so he hurriedly contacted Shan. But he decides to drive to her place when she doesn't answer his call. Before Liu gets there, Liu's partner reaches that ship and takes her men. The girl sent many soldiers to capture the mermaids. When these soldiers board the boat, they find that the boat is empty. As they move underwater, they discover that all the mermaids are hidden there, and they start mercilessly shooting their guns at the mermaids. The water begins to turn red with its transparency as the mermaids receive their shots. These mermaids move out of the water to escape that fire. They put them in sacks and kill them mercilessly. They are nothing but mere fish. Now Shan comes out of the water, and she falls on top of the soldiers as she fights them. But Octopus saves him before the soldiers can harm her, and he tries to throw her off the ship with his tentacles. But the soldiers set a trap from the boat before Shan got out, so he falls back into the boat. Before they can kill Shan, a great wave of water carries them away. The old mermaid is seen here, which created waves in the water with its giant fins. She used these waves to attack people. Now the soldier will attack the mermaid from behind, standing nearby. As a result, he jumps into the water. Here he realizes sonars are not working, and he orders all the mermaids to move to the ocean. This is how many mermaids manage to survive. They move into the ocean and attack the Shan. Despite this attack, she moved far in the water and collected all the energy. But Liu's business partner attacks Shan from a helicopter. Because of this, there is an explosion in the water. Liu can be seen on the other side, who was caught in traffic, and he wanted to get to Shan as soon as possible. Liu's partner orders to kill Shan, who was here without water, and Liu sees his trade opposition in this traffic, who was seen in a jetpack at the very beginning of the movie. Liu reaches his business rival there in a jet as a hero before his business partner harms Shan. He tries to save his friend, but Liu's business partner attacks him as well. But he leaves Shan in the water despite the arrow shot through his body, and he himself falls there. Meanwhile, the police arrive there. Now Liu is shown in his house again and moves this scene from there. And the reporter came there to interview Liu, who asked about the mermaids from Liu. Liu laughs loudly, and he tells him, mermaids are only in fictions that exaggerate human beings. At the same time, Shan appears there in human form, and Liu introduces him to a journalist. At the end of the movie, Liu and Shan are seen in the ocean, where Shan was showing her husband the wonders of underwater life. Finally, the life of mermaids has been preserved. The film recap ends on this scene and shows this view.